Hello everyone. Ah, it's me again. But this time I'm not in the hawker center because we cannot sit inside. Man. But I still need to send my children for enrichment class. So I thought okay lah. I'm not sure if anybody can hear me or not. Let me see Okay, if you are here and you can hear me, maybe you can just tap something. Okay. Well, I'm actually in my car, at the boot of my car. So not so bad. I have this shelter here. And then there's a lot of cars driving around. I hope that it's not too noisy. I was looking for a place that is quieter, but I can't find, man. Maybe next time I park somewhere else. Yeah, so I'm at Newton Circus car park. Then I thought maybe I should just stay in the car, right? And then have a chat with everybody. Then sekali I realized there's a signboard here said I cannot on the engine. So I have no choice. Then I realized that I'm not the alone. There are a lot of other people also here with their car boot open up behind and enjoying themselves. Okay lah, it's not that hot lah. Hey, hello. I still bought my coffee. Okay, let's have a coffee first. It's a hot afternoon, but not so bad. Still has some breeze here. If you're a Singaporean, you are used to it, and if you've gone through army, right, you've also understand what's the heat here in Singapore. Hi. Haha. Seated behind the boot of your car and then drinking coffee while waiting for your children to end their enrichment. So this is the life now for the next 1 month. Okay, so if you have time, join me for a moment, maybe 15 minutes, right? And I'm going to share with you this week, okay, what are the questions that I have for businesses, challenges. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys hear music? Piano. Right, so it's like while you are in a situation where you are hot and you have nowhere to go. Okay, this is where I am now. I have nowhere to go, and you have time. Okay, so you manage to find some place that you can actually have a hideout here at a car park with some shade in your car at your car boot and enjoying some music. Okay. Well, this is the life now. Okay. So this week, okay, let me think what are the questions I have. Okay, so if you are here, can you type something? Okay, if you want to hear me share story, type something. Say 111 maybe. Okay, I begin to like this comment 111. Means you really want to learn, you really want to enrich your life. Yeah, and you really want to improve your life, of your business and your business. Okay, so for those who are here, okay, I just want to encourage you, like, especially if you are in a F&B business or you are in a retail business, right? I think it's very tough, okay, but if you are applying some strategy, okay, if you know those strategies, okay, apply them, okay, I believe that you can get through this. And not just get through this, once we get through this whole pandemic, I tell you, your business will fly. Why? Because you are already there preparing for that upward okay, trajectory, okay. And we're not talking about just growing, okay. So I learned from my Sifu, he said we should not just think about incremental, right? Which as entrepreneur we always think about incremental, okay, which is fine. Okay, we want our business to grow, but how about applying concepts, applying goals, applying ideas, okay, that can bring us to exponential? Yes, and that is what we're talking about, exponential growth. Okay, so this week, one of the things that I came across is about how you can find. Okay, let me see. Yeah, maybe I share with you guys this one. Maybe I share with you guys this one. Okay, so I have a friend. I have a question. Okay, about how can I? Okay, very noisy. How can I find or design a brand name? Okay, a brand name. Okay, so we have two groups of people, of companies. Okay, one kind of companies is you have lots of marketing budget. Okay, when I'm talking about lots of marketing budget, I'm talking about 100 million and above, okay, of marketing budget. And another group is you have little or zero marketing budget. Okay, so zero to little to zero marketing budget. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk about. What can you do when you have little to zero marketing budget? Okay, and okay, so I need to be very specific. I'm talking about businesses or maybe companies or maybe a product that you are launching, right? Where nobody knows you, and you do not have credential, and you do not have testimonial yet, right? Or you have little testimonials, or you do not have something that is so powerful enough, right? That can help you, okay, in your branding, okay, and especially when you have little marketing budget, branding budget, and even zero branding budget. Okay, what should you do? Okay, so let me share with you this one thing. Okay, anybody want to know? If you want to know what is this one thing that you can do, okay, can you type 111? Okay, I really don't know if there's anybody here. Okay, so I'm going to try to see if I can text myself. Okay, I'm texting myself already. Alright, okay, so what is this thing? What is this thing that you can do when you have little marketing or zero marketing branding budget? Alright, and you have little testimonials, you do not have a strong word of mouth that is being built. Okay, what is this thing that you can do? Okay, of course, this thing is none other than leveraging. Right? So when we talk about leveraging, okay, there are lots of things that we can do. Okay, but when you are talking and referring to marketing or branding, we can also leverage. Okay, so how do we leverage? Take for example, when you are thinking of a brand name for your product. Okay, so typically as a corporation or as a business, okay, you should have three kind of brands. Okay, three. Okay, the first brand, okay, is your company brand, which is your corporate brand. Okay, and what your corporate brand does, your corporate brand actually helps you to build up your internal branding. Okay, which is your staff. Okay, means your stakeholders, okay, or existing customers, or your staff. Okay, and that's very important. Okay, you want to have a good brand so that you can attract talents, okay, to you. Okay, the second one, okay, is actually your personal brand. So as an entrepreneur, you want to build up your own personal brand. Alright, so for Ready Space, I have my company brand, my corporate brand, right? And then I have my personal brand, which is my name. Alright, of course I will put my name and relate to my business brand. Okay, and third one, okay, which is a product brand, and that is the most common, and everybody will have. When you create a product, right, you want to have your own personal, you want to have a unique product name. Okay, and I shared with you guys before, okay, that when you have when you want to have a USP, okay, unique selling point or unique selling proposition, okay, the best is to start with a story. Because it is the story, which is your story, your product story, your personal story, your company corporate story, that makes it unique. Okay, agree or not? Okay. So, and this unique proposition, right? okay, you put it with a story, then it becomes super unique, okay, and it only belongs to you, okay. But that doesn't help you to leverage, okay. So what exactly help you to leverage? Okay, so today I'm going to share with you this one thing. This one thing that will help you leverage, okay, and that is, okay, I mean not one thing. Leverage is the one thing, right? Okay, but this one example, okay, this one example. Okay, so this one example is this, is okay, for example, if you have a brand name, okay, you want to create a brand for your product. Okay, so I came up with this idea with a friend, right? Okay, so take for example this example. One example. This one example is when you want to think of a brand for your product, alright, you will typically want to create a domain name, right? So if you want to register a domain name, you can register through ReadySpace. Okay, so this domain name is important because you can make use of this domain name to leverage, okay, all the online branding. Okay, so let me give you an example. So last week, okay, I went for dinner. Okay, it was my father's birthday, and we went out for dinner, and then we came across. We actually tried this place, this restaurant before, right? But we didn't go to that restaurant, but instead we tapao, we take away, okay, the restaurant. And this restaurant, right, it has got this name called Fookkin, Fookkin. Yeah, so some of you, if you follow me in my Instagram, right, you may see I post that picture. Okay, and how did this name came about? Okay, because it has got this name, this phrase called "fucking awesome." So Fookkin is actually a Chinese name. Okay, means Fu Jing, means very fortunate. Fu means fortunate in Chinese. Jing means super Jing, very fortunate, awesome. Alright. So, but in English, right, it's actually a vulgarity. If you think about in that direction, right? So when you think about that direction, right, that domain, the domain name, of course, they will put in this name, right? Fu Jing. Okay, so go and try it. Okay, the restaurant is good, it's phenomenal, it's nice. Alright. So when you have a name that leverage, okay, on something that is you can say relevant, or something that triggers something that links to that person, okay, or your audience, okay, immediately they will feel that your brand is elevated. Okay, so that's where I begin to realize that this is really the power of branding. When you think about a name for your company, yourself, you can't, you have to use your own name, but your product, okay, especially your product. So Fookkin, Fu Jing in Chinese, okay, is very important. Is something that resonate. The word is resonate. Okay, so not relevant but resonate. People will feel that, wow, this name feels like very familiar. Okay, guys, you know what I'm talking about. Feels very familiar. Okay, and when they feel very familiar, immediately they click with your brand and they want to know more about what you're trying to sell. Okay, so another example, Cambridge. Okay, so we know Cambridge. Okay, for those who are Singaporeans, you know you have already taken Cambridge. What? I don't know actually, it's Cambridge or Oxford. O levels, A levels. Okay, if you know, can you tell me whether it's Cambridge or Oxford? Okay, so you notice that this Cambridge and Oxford, right, has got a lot of relationship, right? You feel that, wow, Cambridge, Oxford, and what else? Harvard. Okay, these few names, right, actually resonate to what? Resonate to higher education. Correct or not? You find that, wow, it's like if I'm in Oxford, if I'm in Cambridge, or if I'm in Harvard. Okay, these few words, right, feels like, or Stanford. Okay, this feels like, wow, very smart. If you are out of this, okay. So I realized that there are a lot of school or preschool, right, they actually make use of this name, you know, right? Especially in Malaysia, okay, there are a lot of such a branding, okay, that is happening. Okay, but for Singapore, I found a few schools that's making use of this name, Cambridge, right? Or even this word, Cambridge. Okay, Cambridge is nothing actually, but it sounds like Cambridge. Okay, like sounds like Cambridge. Okay, So because of this, when you say that your school is called Cambridge School, okay, you can search Cambridge School, right? It's actually a preschool, right? But it sounds so prestigious. It sounds so like, wow, if I will send my kid to this school, right, my kid will be a genius. Okay, it feels like this okay, this what I call that, it's like perceived value. Your perceived value immediately increase. Agree or not? Agree or not? Right? So many examples. Okay. So there's another school which is Cambridge Education. Okay. So that for another example, okay. Just now I want to give you an example which is yeah, okay. So we also heard of those schools that are super old brand, right? Which is like, for example, in Singapore we have St. Joseph. Okay, recently there's a case, right? St. Joseph. Okay, and we have Singapore Chinese Girls School. Okay, so these are super 老字号, 100 over years history one, right? Okay, and they really has got a lot of values to teach and to train up the younger generation, okay, through education. So there's a story about how Singapore Chinese Girls School is being created, okay, because of this man, okay, if I'm not wrong, Lim Boon Keng, okay, that started the school because he wanted the children, especially women, okay, to be educated so that they can be useful when they grow up, right? Because long ago, 100 over years ago, the culture is that women or girls should not go to school. So this man, Lim Boon Keng in Singapore, actually create and change history. Okay, I think entrepreneurs has got, or rather need to have this spirit, okay, to really be there to change culture, Okay, so that is another story. But back to this, okay, when you hear something like St. Joseph or Singapore Chinese Girls School or maybe St. Anthony, St. whatever, okay, so there's this school, also preschool, they name themselves as St. James, and it's super popular. St. James, I don't know the full name. St. James, some kindergarten, right? Okay, but I'm talking this one. The examples have been for schools, okay, which actually elevate their perceived value at a high percentage. Okay, so another name. In Singapore also, okay, Certis Cisco. Okay, have you guys heard of Certis Cisco? Right, if you have heard of Certis Cisco, can you type Certis Cisco in a comment? Okay, so for Certis Cisco, it's the same, right? When you hear Certis Cisco, you thought immediately in your brain that, wow, it's related to what? Related to Cisco, okay? Cisco, okay? And Cisco is a Cisco network which is in US, which is very popular, they already spent $100 million, okay, on their branding, and that's how this Cisco name came about. And Certis Cisco came in, right, put their name as Certis Cisco, and everybody thought that, wow, this company is huge, this company is reliable, this company is trusted. But actually, they have no relationship. Okay, Certis Cisco is a security company, where Cisco Network is a US networking hardware company. You guys see where I'm coming from? Okay, but Certis Cisco gained their branding, right, elevated suddenly, because Cisco Network is so famous and it's a listed company in Nasdaq. Yes, so other than this, okay, bring down lower, these are huge history companies, right? Lower, okay. We have this company called, which is my friend's company, okay. He named it, okay, he has got an amazing story. He named it as The Cake Shop, because he's selling cake, right? And his story is amazing. His story is like, he's not even a baker. He don't know how to bake. Can you imagine some entrepreneur who do not know how to bake, right, is selling cakes, right? He's not a chef. He's not a baker. He's basically not somebody who can cook, but yet he's selling cake. Amazing, right? Okay. So how did he get into this cake business? It's because he's a cake deliverer. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine somebody who is delivering cake now is operating a cake business, and he named it The Cake Shop. And when he named The Cake Shop, he bought this domain name, thecakeshop.com.sg. And because of that, Google picked it up And whoever that's who is looking for cake shop, right? Immediately he's the first one. This is leverage, bro. This is leverage, guys. From nothing, you've got the domain name, the cake shop, boom. Your perceived value became super high. And typically when somebody search something online, if you want to have cakes, you search the cake shop. End up, guess what you see? You see the first one, and usually when you search something that's the first one, it will bring you like super high leverage in terms of trust. Your trust become super trusted, right? Then of course the next other things like whether your cake is nice, whether you can deliver, whether blah blah blah, your price, okay, that's another thing already. But it gives you the initial push for your brand. Agree? Agree or not, guys? Okay, how many of you want some example? There are a lot of examples that I can share with you. Okay, for those who are starting off or you are currently thinking of or thinking of a brand. Okay, so recently I have a friend who is starting off online. Okay, I collaborate with him. Okay, starting off of online what you call this, job portal. Okay, this job portal is not ordinary. Okay, it's not something that is as like those job portal that you see out there. This job portal, okay, is free, and there's a lot of things that he's planning to build. Okay, so but however right now it's just a job portal. Okay, so we were thinking and brainstorming what's the brand, what name should we think, should we give it to it, right? So we think for a while, he thought for a while, and then I thought, job lah, I think he has got job career lah, he has got job my career portal or my job portal, things like this. Okay, so a lot of branding, a lot of brand that we search online and see which one is suitable. Okay, so if you're online, can you say hi to me so that at least I know that you're online? Okay, so there are a lot of like all this kind of brand, okay, that he thought. So I thought, okay, so I shared with him, hey, why don't we think of something that we can leverage on some historical name, or a name that is a place, or something that a place, okay, or things like that, okay, that is relatable for people. Hello, hi Daniel, thanks for typing. Yeah, I'm sharing about branding and how you can use, how you can make use of names, okay, to leverage, increase your perceived value by a huge margin, okay, without any investment. Okay, so now I'm talking about the job portal. Okay, so we are thinking about jobs something, keep on thinking about job something, career something. So I thought, hey, if you are talking about local Singapore, okay, there's one for those who have served in the army. You heard of this term called CMPB. Okay, CMPB. Okay, and what does that mean? It means Central Manpower Base. Central Manpower Base. So I thought, hey, why don't we, instead of use job, okay, which is more not so serious, maybe jobs is like 8 to 5, which many people want to get rid of their job, correct or not? Okay, many people do not like their job and they want to get rid of their job. Agree or not? Okay, if you agree, can you say ready jobs? Kenneth. Okay, ready space ready job, yeah. Okay, so we also thought of ready jobs, but in the end we thought, okay, Central Manpower Base. Okay, why don't we make use of this, okay, and put it as CMPB? Okay, so in the end we came up with manpowerbase.com. Yeah. Okay, so if you search manpowerbase.com, we got this name already, manpowerbase.com. Okay, and then he also booked Central Manpower Base, okay, which is relatable to CMPB. And people think about CMPB, they know, oh, it's a manpower base, you go there as a army, military, and military actually give you a sense of security, right? And that elevate your brand immediately by a huge chunk without investment. Agree or not? You just need to buy a domain name, that's it already, okay? So, and then we realized that there is also a cafe that leverage on this name called CMPB. Amazing. It is actually at Dempsey Hill. And a lot of people talk about this CMPB, and the CMPB word just spread around, and everybody just go there and have their, gathering and stuff and all that. And they serve fantastic food. Okay, if you know CMPB and you want to go there and try, okay, right now you can't, you have to dabao. Okay, by the way, I'm here outside, behind my car boot. Is because no choice, I cannot stay at a coffee shop or at the hawker center. So if you are interested, you can search CMPB. There's actually this cafe at Dempsey, okay, and you can go and try. And if you're interested, you can also go and search manpowerbase.com. Okay, that portal is now at alpha. Okay, we are trying to build something out. Okay, collaborating with my Bernard, which is my business partner. Okay, I'm not part. I mean, in a sense, not really related, but yes, he's building up this brand. Yeah, so go inside. Okay, submit all your submit your if you are looking for a job, submit your resume and stuff like that. Okay, if you're a business owner, you can go there, create an account, and then find suitable candidates. Okay, so right, a bit of something. Okay, got a lot more example, guys. A lot more example that you can make use of names, brand to increase and elevate your brand. Okay, without investment. Okay, this is very powerful. Okay, so earlier I talked about and say 100. Okay, if you want to build your whole brand, right, to become very solid, right, you need at least USD 100 million. Okay, to become like McDonald's, become like Google, become like all the names that you hear of today. Okay, but I have some tips that you can elevate your brand by leveraging. Okay, this is what I'm trying to share. Okay, so one last example, guys. One last example. Okay, before I go and pick my daughter, right? There's this company in Malaysia, very interesting. Okay, all of us we heard of KFC. Okay, we heard of KFC. This creative Malaysian entrepreneur, he came up with WFC. WFC. Okay, so you can do this in Malaysia because it's Malaysia, right? Okay, in Singapore maybe you may get into some trouble, but who knows? Okay, who knows? If you are operating some fried chicken F&B, you can try WFC. Okay, just change to WFC. You can search WFC Malaysia. Wow, they are serving fried chicken also. Also very nice. Okay, long time never go there. Okay, but it's an example that you are using somebody else's name that they spend 100 millions to build up like KFC. Now you change W to become K to become WFC. And then guess what? Your brand immediately elevates. So everybody is very curious already. Hey, I want to try WFC and see how much better or how much worse is compared to KFC. Right or not? You got this this trigger to you in your mind. Okay, I tell you, it did to me. So that's why I went to WFC and try the fried chicken from WFC, and guess what? It's also very nice. Yeah. Okay, so it elevates your brand immediately, okay, without huge investment. When I talk about huge investment, it's 100 million kind of investment, okay, which you can't have it without investors or without super long time savings of your own savings. Okay, so well, what I'm trying to share, right, is really things, okay, that we can do as small businesses, okay, that we can leverage on, ideas that we can leverage on without huge investment. Right? Good. Okay, so I need to go, right? Once a week or twice a week, I will try to share such insights, okay, or such tips on leveraging, right? Or starting business or marketing, or even if you are in an existing business, okay. Like myself, Ready Space, right? I actually leverage. Okay, guess who I leverage? Okay, who I leverage? Okay, I leverage on this company called Rackspace. It's in US, in case you do not know, right? So Rackspace is super popular. A lot of people know them, right? Okay, by the way, this name, right, is not. I didn't search this name. Okay, it's searched by my partner. His name is John Chong. Okay, I will be tagging him here. He's a great man. Okay, John, solid are you? Okay, so he's the one that searched this name. Okay, but Rackspace at that point is a super popular name, right? And even right now, it's also a very amazing name. People who engage their services, okay, there is an immediate elevation of perceived value. Okay, perceived value. So a lot of our customers thought that we are related to Rackspace, but actually we are not. Totally not. Yeah. Okay, so this is some example that I can share with you, and there are lots of stories like this, which I will share with you over time. Okay, so please, right, get more followers. Whoever that comes here, can you invite them to follow my page? Okay, and if you want to follow, if you want to know more about all this, how small business can actually have great results, okay, please, okay, put a bell, okay, in your Facebook, okay, and then whenever I am on live, okay, you will actually receive a notification. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much, guys. I see you around again. Goodbye.